Hello and welcome to the tour of my Nintendo guitar amplifier, or Nintendamp for short. I'm sure you guys have already seen the post on Project Guitar, but just as a quick explanation of the basic controls and features of the amp. It was built out of scraps from a Boss DS1 distortion pedal and some random amp I bought on eBay for $10. Currently, due to technical difficulties, the power button doesn't operate the amp, though it can be set up to. It's just wire came disconnected, so I bypassed it to do the audio clips. The reset button, as you can see, turns on the LED. Not very bright, but it does work. What that is the distortion pedal was originally operated by the same type of switch. So, in the sake of getting this thing operational, I got lazy. I haven't had a chance to figure out how to wire everything directly into the 12-volt power source that came with the amp. I'm stuck living in Germany right now, so 110 transformer. I really would like to wire this thing up to work for 110 and 220, so a little bit of research. This is definitely still a prototype. As you can see, there's 4 controls on the front. Right now, this input's only for decoration. It will be operational in the future. Right now, I didn't want a big gaping hole in the amp. At least anyone worse than that one right there. You have the 3 Boss DS1 controls, which are right here: volume, tone, level. This is the volume control for the amp overall. With this maxed out and the distortion pedal off, as you'll see from the later video clips with my so less than adequate guitar playing, not very loud. You kick on the DS1 though, cut down to the distortion so it doesn't really crack, turn up the volume on this, and you get plenty of volume out of the amp. Right now, nothing is hooked up to these ports. They're solely for decoration at this moment. They're again prototype, planning on changes. As you can see, the 4 screws holding in the speaker. The next step in this amp is going to be cutting out a hole in the plastic and getting gray speaker fabric in there to improve the sound of the amplifier. As you can see, the AC adapter and channel switch that were originally in the Nintendo have been removed for this prototype. And I have my guitar input goes into the RF switches input, which, as you can see, managed to keep it looking more or less stock, except for the guitar cable. This has actually been gutted because the little circuit board in there had too much resistance to even allow the guitar signal through. Yes, I tried to use it, figured, hey, might get some cool tone. Didn't. The audio and video inputs on the amplifier are now your power inputs. A little bit jerry-rigged, but or jury-rigged, however you want to look at it, but they work. My future plans for this are to, with the next prototype, return the AC adapter input there, put another switch in there. This will still be guitar input. These 2 will become audio output, where when you hit the channel switch, it'll allow, instead of going to the speaker, to go to these. So this could be used as a backup head unit to drive another cabinet, or just if you want more volume and you like the tone, you drive another cabinet. So portable for travel, possible for stage when it's done. Like I said, prototype. That is pretty much about the only features it has at the moment. Another possible change in the future is stomp box pedals made out of Nintendo controllers that will plug into port 1. Port 2 will be getting an LED placed in one of these holes, probably the top one, and that will be hooked up to the Boss distortion pedal, or whatever distortion pedal I choose to use. Probably going to use some third-party designs I've found online, with their permission of course, or design something myself if I get that far. And then this LED will once again be for the power button. So when it's on, amp's on. that pretty much concludes my tour of the Nintendo Guitar Amplifier, aka Nintendamp. So have